Hey everybody, how y'all doing? It's Steve coming at you. Hope you're having a great day. And I really would like to say I'm surprised, but I'm not, because I fully expected it. And the left didn't disappoint. So in case you're wondering what I'm talking about, what happened was last night, I think it was late last night, President Trump's younger brother, Robert Trump, passed. He'd been in the hospital. He wasn't doing too well, wasn't doing very well at all. And he actually ended up passing last night. And it's sad, whether you like or agree or with President Trump or care him in any way, the man's brother died, and they were very, very close. Apparently, his brother was like his best friend. So, have some sympathy for the family regarding that time. Regardless, if it was somebody I completely and utterly disagree with, I would still have sympathy for the family. And the fact that that person lost a sibling, that's a big deal. Can't even imagine what it would be like to lose my brother or sister. But, unfortunately for the left, there's no days off in the world of TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, and hatred. And so what happened was the hashtag Wrong Trump started trending on Twitter. And one of the people who was big into it is Pastor Talbert Swan, who is, I think he's a pastor, according to his little blurb on Twitter. Pastor, he's an activist, he's a blue check mark, and he's also the president of the NAACP chapter. I think it's in Mississippi or something. He's the president of the NAACP chapter. Well, first of all, to the NAACP, supposedly nonpartisan NAACP, y'all need to broom that fool for real with a quickness, because he's saying some crazy stuff, and I mean crazy stuff, on his Twitter page. And I'm just amazed. Yo, the man's brother died last night. Can't y'all take if not one day, 1 hour off from your crazy hatred? I just don't understand it. Show some decency, folks. It's ridiculous how much you hate a person so bad that when that person loses a family member, you wish the person who died lived and the person you hated died. That's the nicest thing you can say about the death of Trump's younger brother. Y'all need to get some help for real. And to the pastor, you already know, I've said it on Twitter already, you're a piece of shit. You don't deserve to be pastor in no church. I wouldn't go to a church you were leading. I wouldn't even go to a church you were attending, because the form of the Bible you teaching, you leading people straight to hell, and I'm not trying to go. So you keep whatever sickness you have in you, and that hate that you have as a pastor in you, and don't try and couch it with, oh, we supposed to hate demons, because see, that tells me right there you already got a problem. You got a problem right there. See, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is the issue with crazy leftists. People on the right, and I've noticed this, and I've tried to notice it from a distance. I try to look at things and in my life, I've tried to see how people feel. Let me put myself in this other person's shoes on the left or the right. Let me put myself in their shoes and see if it was me, how I would feel. And here's what I've noticed to be absolutely true. People on the right believe people on the left are wrong. People on the left believe people on the right are evil. When you're starting there, it's really hard to negotiate. I can see why we're having so many issues in our country, when one side thinks the other side is just flat evil. And it's gotten worse since Trump got elected. And that tells me right there, you are already having issues. They just got worse because you had a new target now to funnel all your crazy into. The same thing is true. I've seen the people on Twitter saying, oh, I wasn't racist before until this incident happened. Or I wasn't racist until I saw this incident take place. With Black Lives Matter or BLM. I wasn't racist until I saw BLM beating up these people. I wasn't racist until all these BLM crazies start start hitting people. And I've said to them in response, if you are leaning towards being racist because of a few bad apples like the BLM folks, then you probably already were. The same thing is true for you nutbags on the left. If you're claiming that Trump is evil and he's the devil and all Trumpity Trump whatever, but yet you're a rational person, you don't have Trump derangement syndrome. There actually is something called Trump anxiety disorder. That's just a nice way for the psychologist to name Trump derangement syndrome. If you feeling some kind of way about him to the extent where you can't even give him 1 hour saying hashtag wrong Trump, then you are already deranged. You need help. Some people, man, somebody's family member died. You don't have to like the person, but have some decency. My grandmother used to say, my mom used to say all the time, you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing. Just keep your mouth shut. And maybe you guys disagree with me. Maybe you think I'm wrong, Steve. You just don't understand. Whatever. Please leave me a comment. I'd love to see what you got to say. Give me the thumbs down if you feel that way. If you like what I said, if you have more you want to add, please leave me a thumbs up. Please like the video, share the video, comment on the video, especially sharing the video. Really helps the channel grow. For those who've been doing that, I really appreciate y'all. Continue to share it. Continue to help the channel grow. I'd love to hear from you. And I hope y'all have a great day. Y'all take care.